Welcome to Handshakers. The anime starts off with these two kids dodging some tentacle chain attacks coming from this emo kid and this masochist bitch. Then we cut to a flashback and his name is Tazuna, a Japanese for Tarzan. I'm just making it up. Anyway, Tarzan is being a simp by fixing an MP3 and gave it back to this bitch for free. That's simping level 100 right there. Doing everything for free just to get noticed by an e-girl. As a wise man once said, if you're good at something, never do it for free. Rest in peace, Heath Ledger. Moving on, Tarzan goes to the sick-ass laboratory because a professor needed his assistance to fix something. Then he sneaks into this locked room where he saw a sick girl and he proceeds to touch her hand and it reminded him of his dead sister. Then weird shit happens and he hears this voice saying, "You are the chosen one. You will receive the revelation of Babel. You're going to be the goat one day. You are the handshaker." Then he passes
Good night,
out,
girl.
and this weird professor appears and says, "Welcome, handshaker. You receive it right, the revelation of Babel. You will go to Ziggurat and you are now Koyuri's partner. Whatever you do, don't let go of this bitch's hand or she'll die. Anyway, good luck and try not to die." Then he yeets out and the tentacle chain from earlier starts attacking them. The pair runs outside and saw the emo and the bitch. And Tarzan said, "Did you do all this tentacle chain porn?" "Hell yeah, I did. My power is break chain and bind chain. I don't know what the fuck's going on, man. I'm innocent." "Then you're just an easy little pleb to kill." Then Emo Boy attacks them and the pair starts running away.
Bitch!
Emo Boy corners them and explains that their powers are called Nimrods and they need these bitches to draw its full potential. Here in this shot, you can literally see that by stepping into her pussy, you can draw out its full power.
Yeah, boy.
Lamau. Anyway, then Emo Boy starts attacking them, but with a touch of an e-girl, Tarzan manages to summon his gear powers and turns into Super Saiyan Blue and starts counter-attacking the emo. And he defeats him with Hollywood-style explosion. Hell yeah, that's fucking cool. Then we cut back to the lab where the nutty professor explains to Tarzan the situation about the ziggurat, revelation of Babel, handshakers, and other stuff. And the one who wins this Fortnite Battle Royale has the chance to meet God and make a wish. And that's what the nutty professor is searching for. He also said that he won't die because the wounds he received from the battlefield will heal. But it's not the same for his bitch. And he needs to consistently hold her hand so that the both of them can charge up and use their powers, or else the bitch dies from low battery without any warning. Damn, that's like a shitty smartphone. Anyway, then the both of them starts living together in Tarzan's house with the help of the nutty professor bullshitting to Tarzan's parents, and somehow his parents are very supportive. Okay, I have a lot of questions. 1. Is there any warning that she's having a low battery? 2. Can she not tell Tarzan that she needs to charge? 3. How many minutes or hours does it take for her to get fully charged? 4. Is there no any fast charging ways? 5. Is there a power saver mode in this bitch? This is bullshit. Whatever. Then we cut to the nutty professor saying she's been awake for 2 weeks now, so you can now start feeding her some of your meat.
What?
And you can let go of her hand for 15 minutes.
Yeah, boy.
Then Tarzan helps on fixing some shit, and he stumbles to this guy he helped fix his car earlier along with this lolly boss. I forgot to tell you that because I thought it's irrelevant. Anyway, the lolly bitch tells them some boring business stuff and they're trying to expand their business. Then she invites the pair to visit the cafe they work for, and we skip that shit. Then after dinner, the lollies show their true intentions because the both of them are also a handshakers.
Yow! Pranked, baby!
And we cut to this flashback where the two of them started to meet and became handshakers. Then the pair said, "Sorry for deceiving you. Nothing personal, kid." Then Tarzan and the bitch starts fighting them. For 2 episodes, the lolly uses Shadow Clone Jutsu while Tarzan turns into Super Saiyan Blue and slaps the shit out of them. The next morning comes and they've apologized to the pair because they didn't know that this bitch constantly needs a power bank beside her or she will die. Then the lolly insisted that she could be their guardian angel or some shit in order for them to learn the ins and outs of this ziggurat world. And she suggested a name for their power and it's called Single Gear. Fuck, that's so lame. Anyway, the pair goes home and cries inside the car because they're a sore loser and can't accept that they've got destroyed by a kid in a Fortnite lobby.
You shut up when I'm talking to you! You shut your mouth!
We then cut to the pair meeting up with the crybabies in a restaurant talking about boring stuff. And as they go home, The bitch lets go of Tarzan's head and gets lost and cries pathetically. Well, it's your fault for letting go of his hand, dumbass. Moving on, Tarzan searches for the bitch and he was greeted by the Sakamoto fellow, asking about the nutty professor. Meanwhile, the bitch was found in the streets by the incest couple, I believe.
Foreshadowing, everybody! It's almost like he knew this was gonna happen. Who would have thought?
Then Tarzan was interrogated by Sakamoto, and he tells Tarzan that the nutty professor was a former handshaker, and he exposes Tarzan for being a selfish prick for fighting back to prevent the others from getting a wish. Then we cut back to the beach again, playing Yu-Gi-Oh with the incest couple.
You triggered my trap card!
And the big booby president calls Tarzan that she found her bitch in the streets. Tarzan rushes ahead, and Sakamoto monologues to himself saying, I am the last boss, and all handshakers must go through me, for some revelation or some shit, I don't know. Anyway, then the bitch and the big booby president waits outside, and she asks the bitch that, is it okay to shag your biological brother?
What? What the fuck?
Nailed it. Listen, I've watched too many hentais to know where is this going, okay? Moving on, then the pair gets transported to the Fortnite arena along with the incest couple. And the big booby president deduced that Tarzan is a handshaker. Wow, what a twist. I never expected her to be an enemy, but I expect her to have an incest relationship towards his brother. I guess my experience of watching too much hentai is finally paying off, huh? Anyway, Tarzan doesn't want to fight and tries to cancel the match queue, but it's too late and they have no choice but to fight in order to end the game. Then the battle of Yu-Gi-Oh versus Gears of War finally begins. Damn, never thought these two fan bases would fight, huh? Some cool epic shots happen here and there, and a flashback happens.
Gentlemen, a short view back to the past.
Then Tarzan turns into Super Saiyan Blue and slaps the incest pair. We cut back to Tarzan asking the nutty professor, aren't you a handshaker when you were young? Yeah, but I was noob and I was never able to get past silver, so I quit. Then they do some side quest Master Chef for the school festival, which is irrelevant in the story.
It's fucking...
And we cut to this idol handshaker girl singing to her sims and kills them.
Shut the fuck up. You're a fucking cunt.
And she holds a picture of Tarzan, which is her next target. Then after the opening, we jump straight to them fighting already, and a flashback happens where the nutty professor gave some tickets to Tarzan and the bitch to enjoy themselves, and they were ambushed by Oshinoko and forced them to fight. Tarzan was getting his ass kicked, but he manages to bail out by digging a glory hole. He was taken to the professor's office for recovery. Then he said, I'm so weak and pathetic. Next time, I won't call GG. Then the pair goes home and the bitch asks some advice to the incest couple. And she replied that only the power of incest can save them.
Oh! Ew! What the fuck?
Then Professor Coach advises him to rest in order to regain his strength, but he disobeyed and proceeds to fight Oshinoko. Round 2 begins and his ass got spanked again by the idol. But after 9 episodes, the bitch finally learns to talk and transforms into Sailor Moon, and they beat the shit out of Oshinoko. The battle ends and Oshinoko cries and accepts the fact that she's a washed idol. But Fatty lifts her spirit by saying, don't worry, you still have your #1 fan right here, because I love little girls. His words.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
What the actual fuck is this anime all about? Like we have incest, lollies, and now pedophiles. Where are the MILFs? Come on, man. The only thing that's missing in this anime are MILFs. Then they do some part-time job where the pair cooks hamburger with a microwave. I can literally feel Gordon Ramsay shouting right now.
I mean, look at me in the eyes! Not as pissed as I am!
Boring shit happens and we jump to the pair meeting up with the nutty professor in a museum or some shit. Then Sakamoto shows up again and lets the pair know that he's also a handshaker. Then we cut into a flashback where the nutty professor and Sakamoto were a gay couple handshakers.
Ha! Gay!
And they serve under these two big brains and they were the parents of Tarzan's bitch. And she has a twin who's now under Sakamoto. Then the bitch's parents go sicko mode to protect them from the other handshakers. They win the battle royale and was rumored to challenge God, but they vetoed out and never come back. The naughty professor and Sakamoto are left with these two bitches and go separate ways on trying to save them. And Sakamoto takes the other bitch. A lot of cringe talk happens, then the final showdown of Tarzan versus Sakamoto begins. Epic fight happens here and there, but with the power of incest, Tarzan and the bitch slaps Sakamoto's ass. Then his bitch was about to get low battery and was planning to sacrifice herself. But through the power of incest, the pair manages to save her by charging up. Sakamoto loses his will to fight and calls GG. Then they go home and go back to their miserable lives. And the cameo of God shows up and says that he is the real deal. And that's the end of the anime. This anime gets a